Hello for everybody that's joining. I'm going to show you how to make a balloon bear today. It's actually, well, I think it's easy. Others may not, I'm not sure, but hopefully you will find it to be easy enough. I'm going to be using Sempertex Linkaloon balloons. These are 6 inches. And I'm going to be using 4 of them right now. 4 of them. And we want these to be 5.25 inches. So on my inflator, I'm going to size it 0.4. Yep. Now you're going to tie them by wrapping around once, twice. Now we're going to repeat the same steps. Wrap it around 2 times, and then you want to tie it. So you should have this. Now you're going to tie these 2 together. So if you notice, there's an extra neck or tail that's on the balloon. You're going to grab those. Oppa! And you're not going to do anything else with that. Sempertex usually never pops on me. But of course today, when I'm live, it has to. Let's try it again. So you're going to hold both of your tails, wrap it around 2 times, and tie it. Now you should have this. Now we're going to tie it up here, wrap it around 2 times, and then tie it. Again, I'm going to be using, oh, and I forgot to mention the color, Sunset Orange. This one is going to be inflated with 4.5 inches of air, which on my settings, it's 0.3. Now again, I'm going to set it to 0.4 so that it is 5.25 inches. And I'm going to tie those 2 together. Now this inflator has it that you can have one side be one size and the other side be another size. But for some reason it's not working for me this morning. Or should I say this afternoon. Again, 5.25 inch. And I'm going to change the settings to 4.5, which is 0. Sorry, I'm going to confuse you. I changed the settings back to 0.3, which equals 4.5 inches. Okay, now you're going to join the smaller balloon to your bottom. You're going to wrap it around 2 times before tying. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Your smaller one is going to attach to the bottom. So now you should have this. Now you're going to bring these two up. And you're going to tie those two tails together. Again, wrap it around twice. And so far, this is what we have. Okay, this next one is a 12-inch separate. I can't speak today. This one is a 12-inch Sempertex Linkaloon, and the color is called Merlot or Merlot. I think it's Merlot. And we are going to inflate this one. This one is like between 6.5 inch and 7 inch. So I don't know what that would be, 6.75 maybe. On my machine, it's 0.7. Again, it has the little tail, plus your inflation tail. So you have two ends to tie it. Now you're going to attach to here. Again, you want to wrap it around 2 times before tying. And then tie it in with the sunset orange color. So now you have this. We're going to bring this one and tie it to the top. We'll wrap it around first. 2 times and then tie it. No, I said I was going to get this after, but I get it now. Now you want to fix it. So he's sitting in there, and I don't know why he's not working for me. It doesn't want to work for me. I'm going to make it work, because I know it works. Done it many times. I think because I had that on there. Okay, let's see if we can get it to work this time. Okay, I'm going to tie it to the front. So I'm going to wrap it around 2 times. Tie it. Wrap it around the top 2 times. As I put the next one on the back, it'll be better. So I'm going back to the 6-inch sunset orange Lincolns. And this one is going to be 5.25 inches. And I'm going to tie this onto the back. I'm going to come up here, wrap it around 2 times. And tie it. And we did it this time. So we're going to go back to the 6-inch sunset orange Lincolns. We're going to need 5 for this part. And again, I'm going to be switching back and forth to the sizes. So I'm going to start off with a 5.25 inch. Then I'm going to tie, sorry guys. Then I'm going to set it so that it's 4.5 inches. Tie them together. We're going to do a 5.25 inch. And we're going to do a 4.5 inch. And one more 5.25. So now you'll end up with this. And we're going to tie these together. Wrap it around 2 times. So now we end up with this. Now we're going to do the ears. And how you're going to do the ears is you're going to pull this. You want to hold over here and pull this. Pull and twist. Now you're going to do the same thing to the other side, which, by the way, this is the 4.5 inch balloons. So you're going to hold it, pull it, hold it, and pull it, and twist it. I hurt my arm, so that one was a little tricky. And there is part of your bear's head. Now I'm going to get a 5-inch Sempertex Merlot balloon. And this one is going to be about 3.5 inches. On my inflator, I set it for 0.2, but I'm going to be letting out some of the air. And then I'm going to tie it as close to the end of the neck as possible. So we're looking like this. And squeeze it up. So right now it just kind of looks like a pear shape. And I'm going to get 5-inch reflex gold. And I'm going to grab my hand pump for this one. So I just need a little bit of air. This is going to be for the nose, so we don't want it too big. So now you should have your balloon looking like this. Now I'm going to tie it to this balloon as close to the end of the neck as possible. So now we should have this. You want to put your finger on the, let's call that the nozzle. Stick it in the balloon till you have it right there. Then you would grab that. So, like I was just showing, you're going to put your finger on the nozzle, push it through the balloon until you see it right there. Grab it and twist. I forgot something. I need a balloon to tie it after. The color doesn't matter because nobody's going to see it. I'm just taking a 160. Okay. I have a bad arm, so it's a little bit tricky, but I know I can do it. I'm going to push it in, grab a hold of that nozzle, and twist. Now you're going to take your 160, hold it with a couple fingers, wrap it around 3 times. Then you're going to take the other end into the opposite direction 3 times. And I like to tie it twice to make sure it's not going to come undone. And this is what we have created. We're also going to need some eyes. So again, we don't need much air. So there's going to be one eye. And now we're going to do a second one. You want them to be the same size. So now you have the 2, and you're going to tie them as close as possible to the end of the neck, tail, whatever you call it, and you should have that. Now we also need a 5-inch sunset orange. Again, it's Sempertex. And all of these balloons are sponsored by balloons.online. along with the Inflator. They have also sponsored it. This one we are going to do the same size, 3.5 inches. Maybe less than Aaron. Okay, so now we're going to attach the nose to the head. So you're going to take your 160, put it in the middle. Grab that 5-inch. Wrap it around a couple of times. Tie it. So now that's what the back looks like. And here's the front. And to add your eyes, it's very easy. You can have them far apart or close together. I love that there's no glue needed for this whole thing. See, I think he looks cuter, maybe like that. Or a little bit of space. Oh wait, you need to come down some. I think that's more proper. Okay, let's attach them. And you're just going to take one of your necks from the top, wrap it 2 times around the top part of your bottom. And tie it. This is what we have so far. We're almost there. I'm gonna go back to those 5-inch gold, reflex gold. Again, these are gonna be 3.5 inches. 0.2 on the Borosino. And I'm gonna repeat the steps. Now you have 2 pairs. You're gonna put them together, twist them, and then you have what is called a quad, if you didn't know. And we're going to stick this quad right in between the head and the body. Carefully. Once you get it around, you want to twist 2 balloons to lock it in place. Bring his head back around. And you could leave it like this, but you know I'm going to make bows to put over the ears. You want to hide those mechanics. And the best way is to add a bow. nozzle. Now I'm gonna get, these are called 260s. Again, these are Sempertex and they are Reflex Gold. I'm actually going to cut it in half because I only need to use one of these. So the half that has two open ends, you want to tie one of the ends. This is weird. That's not going to come out right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll make it work. So now I'm going to make a bow. First I'm going to make a loop or flower petal. Twist it in. Take that end. Pull it through just so that it locks it in place. Now I'm going to make a small bubble. And I'm going to pull it and twist it. So you should have this right now. And now I'm going to make another flower petal looking thing like this. And you want to make sure that they're pretty close in size. I'm going to cut off the end. But don't cut off too much because you need this to wrap around your bear's ear. It looks better once it's on your bear. Okay. I'm going to make another one. So again, I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to pull the extra right through that loop. Make a small bubble. Pull and twist. And make another one of these. So now I have my two bows. They're not the same size, but that's okay. And now you're going to take that part, wrap it around the ear, and around the middle of your bow. And do the same thing on this side. And take that, applied mechanics. And there is my balloon bear. And then you might want to cut these off. However, I'm going to show you. I had them tucked in originally for taking pictures. And I found tucking them was better hiding them. Here's the tucked in, and here's the cutoff.